Or they always say, please, keep your eyes closed or keep your eyes open, whichever you choose. I want you to ask yourself a question. Last morning, we discussed very clearly about for you to be in yourself, the meditation. You don't have to even leave your bed, get out of that bed. This morning, ask yourself, when you woke up, what did you do? Did your mind remind you, a thought coming in to tell you, hey, yesterday I heard that to be with myself, I don't leave my bed. I don't have to close or open my eyes. I am just here. Just let me be. Or your mind just ignores everything. Let me go, what is there? Doesn't even remember anything. It moves out in search of something, vague something. I must move out. Do what? Go for a walk. What will happen? Must have the tea, coffee right now. You can hear your priority within yourself. This is where comes the teaching continues even in your mind. The thoughts that you picked up. When you read the scripture, listen to the words which comes from a tradition, a scripture, a person who is aware of himself, where there is nothing personal about it. As much I am in meditation, as much everything is in meditation in this universe, that much you too are in meditation. But do you choose to be that? Or you are just listening to the habitual mind and the thoughts take you away unconsciously, reminding you of something outside, and you are helplessly giving away instead of knowing, being, that you don't have to be externalized. The whole body is always in meditation. Universe is always in meditation. You're making your body walk in the outside world, opening your eyes to take the world in, listening to the sound of every kind, going for a tea or a coffee in the morning sensation. You are not going to add anything to your life. You are still forgetting yourself. Ask yourself, did you do that? To see the space outside, you have to open your eyes. To listen to the silence outside, your ears must function. But to be conscious, consciousness, the meditation, your sense organs are not needed. To be in meditation, nothing is needed. Call it meditation, consciousness, fulfillment, immortality, nitya, sarvagata, sthanu, achalaha, ayam sanatana, the eternal, all times, all places, in all conditions, nitya, sarvagata, for all pervasiveness. And therefore, sthanu, absolutely steady, immobile. Achala, never moves. And always yourself, I am. It never becomes that. Always you are, not even this. And sanatana, eternally fresh. To be mortal, a body is needed. For a perception, sensation, sense organs are needed. For immortality, nothing is needed. That which exists in all times, all places, in all conditions. No conditions apply for it to be. So ask yourself, did you listen to the voice of eternity that you are? And then you don't need to use that voice, the words, the thoughts. It's who you are. Nobody can give it to you. Nobody can take it away. Are you the habitual I, involved with every thought except yourself, involved with all the memories and therefore externalized? Bahirmukha, extroverted, and forgetting that great declaration in Mother's 1,000 names, Antarmukha Samaradhya, absolutely easy and effortless when you are in yourself. Bahirmukha Sudurlava, the person who is extrovert, a thought reminds you of the outside world and move away with it. The thought says, go to the seashore, do this, drink this, and you listen to every command. Move like a helpless individual. Or you are yourself. By habit, people get up. Instead of being, seeing, they use any word. Knowing the principle, the awareness, which eyes can't see, ears can't hear. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha. The Kenopanishad will declare. Yatah, from where? Vachaha nivartante, all the words return. No words, no sound can travel to the realm of silence. Because they want to go there. They're inviting their own annihilation. The sound shall be afraid to travel to the realm of silence. It has no existence there. it must sacrifice itself. Vachaha nivartante, the words return. Used properly, the words convey the meaning and drop out. That is teaching of the highest kind. Use the words to be yourself. Words drop out, thoughts drop out. But by habit, we shall see people go for meditation. How? Morning getting up, having a bath or no bath doesn't matter. Rolling one meditation carpet, tucked in under the arms. And something to cover the eyes, ears and all that stuff. And go to a place, whether it's a cave or a tree or a 5-star establishment. Soft music, dim light. Everybody hush hush. Meditation outfit. Do you need all that ultimately to be the self, which you can be right on your bed? Remember, friends, just like you sleep, the bed is not sleep, the pillow is not sleep, lying down on the bed is not sleep, closing your eyes is not nidra, sleep. Those facilitate a comfortable posture. The sleep overtakes. Postures do not invoke it. Pillow doesn't create it. Bed doesn't create it. Or else the tired miner, person digging sand on the riverbed, filling up the truck when he goes up, he just snores under the midday sun. There is no fan whirling, no air conditioning humming, no soft channeled music reaching his ears. There is no soft light. Under the brightest light, the hot sand, the tired body collapses to sleep. Sleep is not posture dependent, pillow dependent, bed dependent, company dependent, hold my hand and together we shall sleep. No. You can lie down together, but you can't go to sleep together. When the sleep comes, you are overtaken. At least, understand, friends, even after organizing everything, the bed, the pillow, the music, the air conditioning, the cool breeze, you still may have to wait for sleep. There is no waiting for your self-consciousness. You can't wait to reach a point in space. There is no question of waiting to be in space. And wait for a sound, a seasonal sound. Without water, there is no sound of the waterfall. Until springtime comes, the cuckoo never sings. The peacock will not always dance. The rain cloud comes, the peahen comes, all conditional. The river shall be not always in flood. The migratory birds will not be always visible. The youth has a condition, will not always be there, will not always last once it comes. Whereas who you are, to be that, you don't have to travel in space. I'm going for meditation camp in some other country or continent, on a mountain top, the riverbed, inside a pyramid, or under a hole in the tree. What all ideas have been given to us, friends? Liberation has become an expensive affair. Please remember, friends, this knowledge, this wisdom will never be an spectator sport. There shall be millions watching the Olympics. Thousands of people congregate for entertainment. A congregation, a huge crowd is required to create a festive mood. For meditation, nothing is required. Not even one companion of yours. Even your own body you don't need. Whether it's childhood, youth or old age, poor little body is a great blessing. Sense organs can be very well closed. That is why in the yogic language, yoni mudra, where with your fingers, you close your eyes, close your ears, softly close your nose, your mouth. Nothing to hear, nothing to see, nothing to speak. Away from everything, nothing to touch. Symbolically, you are with yourself. But people lose themselves in all these mysterious postures, talking more about the postures, music, touch, sight. Paying for it, being paid for it. Very expensive for nothing. You go there somewhere to sit down in somebody's facility. It's like parking the car in a paying parking lot. You park your body for half an hour, 20 minutes, 7 days, looking at the wall. Do, sir, that's your choice. And all that for what? To be myself. You can be that in your own home. Your best ever meditation chamber is your head. You don't have to neglect your body, but don't have to focus on any part anywhere. When you are sleeping, which part of the body you are trying to focus? On your toes, knees, thighs, stomach, neck? Nowhere. The body is forgotten. Beds are forgotten. You are helplessly under the spell of the sleep. But the sleep will not be lasting forever. It comes to an end. Meditation never begins to end. All that is taught, the ideas that you pick up, the person who helps you with getting it, the books that do that, nothing needs to be held on to. Ashtavakra Gita says beautifully, Haro yadi upadeshtate, Hari kamalajopi va, tathapi natava swasthyam, sarvam vismaranat vrute. Your preceptor can be Hari, Vishnu himself, the Lord of the universe. Hara, the Shiva, the annihilator. Kamalaja, Brahma, the creator. Vishnu, the sustainer. Shiva, the annihilator. All three one and the same. As creation, sustenance, annihilation are two simultaneous to be three, all one and the same. But even if these personal deities, macrocosmic embodiments, they become your teacher, yet, tathapi, yet still, tavana swasthyam, still you cannot be with yourself. Swastha, tishtati tistha, swasmin tishtati swastha, tasya bhava swasthya. It's not health, it's being yourself. Still it is not possible. Sarvam vismaranat vrute. As long as you are reveling in these words, holding on to the words, the spoken words or the speaking body of the teacher, the written body of the words in a book, as long as you are holding on to a book or a word, a writer or a speaker, the thoughts that you have picked up that long, you shall be losing yourself in the jungle of words. Sarvam vismaranat vrute. Vrute, without sarva vismarana, everything falls off. You don't wait for everything to fall off. Be yourself, everything as well falls off. You shall never know whether everything falls off, then you go to sleep, or sleep overtakes and everything is forgotten. Sitting down in a posture, chanting a mantra, breathing, doing something somewhere, can facilitate. But that's not a lifestyle. Meditation is not a lifestyle, it's not a practice. Use anything you choose. To remind you of who you are. A picture reminds you of the food. A picture reminds you of something. The picture is not the theme. The word pictures are not meditation. The name silence is not what it stands for. No name is nameless. It's a contradiction in terms. No form is formless. Even the nameless is a name. Formless, spoken, written, is a form. So effortless, friends. You don't have to dismiss anything. Don't have to negate anything, nor you need to hold on to something. Hold on to this book, hold on to these words, hold on to this practice, hold on to this person, hold on to a memory or a sensation. No. Meditation is independent of it all. Liberation is not available in the exchange market. It shall never be a spectator sport. Thousands of people watching the football. Thousands of millions of people watching the Olympics. That creates the atmosphere. You become atmosphere dependent if you have that. Thousands of people sitting down in meditation, therefore you feel that everything is gone and it's so nice. Loud music or soft music. You come back and shall say, oh, the atmosphere was ethereal. Your home becomes a hated place because in the home there is no crowd. There is nobody to hold your hand. There is nobody to speak you soft words. There is nobody to give you company. There is nobody to sing a song. No channeled music. Coming away from the meditation center, moving away from the religious congregation or a secular celebration, you feel lonely in your little house. Memories of that place go on hitting you hard. The same house which in your ignorance was your shelter, the same house in your experience-dependent meditation becomes a torture chamber. The mind which did not know how to depend on any sensation or congregation or arrangement becomes a slave, a craving for that atmosphere for meditation. It's not the job of the book or the scripture or the wise to make you dependent on anything, including on your own body, your own memories. Understand, friends, you are not a body, a bodiless consciousness. You are not a memory, you are a thought-free, eternal presence, always in meditation. Just see that, friends. There is nothing special about meditation. There is nothing special about space. There is something special about mountains, palaces, lawns, landscapes. It can be exotic, simple, ordinary, vast desert, ocean, jungle, range of mountains. But there is nothing extraordinary about space, and that is why it is extraordinary. It holds the ordinary, it holds the extraordinary landscape, but itself, na vardhate na kanyan, neither increases nor decreases. Kshaya buddhir vinirmukta. O Mother, you are free from kshaya, decadence, degeneration, decay, and bruddhi, the growth. Infinity cannot grow, infinity cannot be lessened. Immortality cannot be extended. Extended to what? It cannot be reduced to mortality. Meditation cannot be created, extended. It's not sound dependent, not touch dependent, not taste dependent, not smell or sight dependent. It's not thought dependent. It's not music dependent. It is not torture dependent. It is not denial dependent. It doesn't depend on asceticism. Doesn't depend upon luxuriation, indulgence. It does not depend on tantra, mantra, puja, yoga, football game, swimming, dancing, jumping, any activity. Inactivity, all-pervasiveness, doesn't depend upon any activity. Understand that point, friends. On which sound the silence can be dependent to exist? What is the form on which the formless should be dependent to be existing? What is the name on which the nameless shall be dependent? What is the sensation, perception, agitation, presence or absence of thought on which the meditation shall be dependent, which is not an agitation, not a thought or no thought, no condition. The easiest of the easy, where you don't have to hold on to anything. See that, friends. The person is so used to cling to situations, cling to things, grab, possess, own, hold on to things, that dropping anything, he's intolerant of dropping it. Insecurity comes in. If I drop the words, what will happen? If I drop the I, what will happen? The I is worried. You have to cling on. So people who cling on to a guru, a form of a divinity, a book, a practice. No, sir. Be free, yourself who you are. Then which one you want to hold on to? Please, not in 2 hands, have thousands of hands. Sahasra baho. Be a person with 1,000 hands. Million eyes. Body as big as the universe. Yet you are untouched. The same Vishwarupa, the universal form. Sarvata panipadam tatu sarvatokshi shiro mukam. Sarvata srutimalloke sarvam avrutti tishtati. When Arjuna sees the thousands of hands, legs, eyes, ears, millions of forms, infinity, Nandam na madhyam na punastavadim. O Lord, I don't see the beginning, the middle, the end of you. Yet, that is not the truth. And Arjuna, what he says? Teneva rupena chaturbhujena bahudvena sahasrabhavo bhava vishwamurte. O Lord, who are you? Thousands of millions of names and forms. It is so imposing. I can't take it. Please come back to that form with 4 hands or 2 hands. Always in meditation, you can be with 1 billion hands or 2 hands. Comfortable. Who you are is not a thought-dependent, perception-dependent, emotion-dependent, sensation-dependent, body-dependent, scripture-dependent, practice-dependent, divinity-dependent, nothing. Absolutely independent. Yet, you are in and through everything. You enjoy the physical body, the perception, the sensation, the universe, the macrocosm, the microcosm. You drink the water for quenching the thirst. You satisfy your sense of beauty looking at a vast flowing river. You don't drink the river. Being the vast, all-pervasive existence, which you don't eat, you don't see, you don't sound, you don't hear, it's not a sound to be heard. It's not a taste to be tasted. Enjoy this vastness, being one with it, always in meditation. Choose to see. Every sight is a meditation. The listening is a meditation, sound is a meditation, nothing is a distraction after that. Being with the space, you are not afraid of the demolition of the house. House will crumble, space shall continue to be. Thoughts will crumble, perceptions will come to an end, sensation inevitably ends. Emotions, thoughts, everything comes to an end. But think of, friends, in the name of meditation, absolute freedom, if somebody makes you practice dependent, posture dependent, lifestyle dependent, what do you do? Did you come to expose yourself to be absolutely free or to be bound to new rules, new regulations, new conditionings? You hate your native conditions, the country from which you come in, the village from which you come in. Those are all known conditions. You hate it. Familiarity breeds contempt. So when somebody says, hold your nose, you love it because you never held it. Don't eat this, don't do this, you love it. More the denial, the more you love, because indulgence was your lifestyle. And the person who has denied everything, poverty, or restrictions, impositions, he freaks out when you say, you can't do anything, no problem. See, hear, taste, touch, hug, jump, run, do anything, that's fine. So you move from a denial mode to indulgence mode. You move from indulgence mode to denial mode. In this transition, you have a comfort. until again you have got addicted to a particular condition. Indulgence becomes as tiring as even the denial. Isolation becomes as frightening as when the crowd was. Relating becomes so frightening as when you are being unrelated, lonely in your house, and your mind was. You do not jump, please, from condition to condition, teacher to teacher, guru to guru, divinities to divinities, practices to practices. Be yourself. Is it so difficult to ask friends? Have you not been tired? Even just to observe, ask yourself, feel for yourself, think for yourself, know for yourself. What is that little condition in your life so far of your 15, 20, 30, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, for a centenarian, your 100 years of life? What is that something which you could hold on to forever? Everything bypasses you. Your body shall bypass your expectations. I want to be young, body shall not stay so. It will not stay like that. The life shall bypass you, the death shall bypass you. Infinity, immortality, you can't escape. Meditation, being yourself, inescapable. Meditation, by holding on to a thing, you can't hold on to a thing for all times to come. Objects drop out, holder is tired. That is why people tired of meditation. That's a real bummer. It kills you. Tired of meditation? If you get tired of a teaching, tired of a teacher, tired of a book, that means what? You are not seeing what it means. Somebody has not shown you it as it is. Do not blame people, friends. Somebody gives you a wrong idea, of course, that's why you think it, your independent thinking. As Krishna says to Arjuna, Tadviddhi, know that. Pranipadena, surrendering unto somebody, because your mind could not solve it yet. Pariprasnena, but question. No mindless surrender at any time. Ask yourself, can you be a practice dependent? Everything bypasses you, the individuality. The meditator sitting down there, craving for meditation. I am a meditator, I am waiting for meditation, waiting for enlightenment, waiting for God, waiting for Godot. As that famous writer who write from. Waiting for liberation. That is one thing which you cannot wait for. Even before you dream of it, it has reached you. All-pervasive has already reached you. Immortality has reached you. Happiness is yourself. Nobody is ever away from that touch. The whole universe always in meditation. That is why people get affected by it. Why? Because Advaye Dvaidarshana, in the non-dual, you are stuck on dualities. Abhaye Bhayadarshina, in the fearless existence, you have invoked fear. because you are holding on to something, a word or a name or a practice. Ask yourself, is there anything which you are dependent, word dependent, name dependent, sensation dependent? If there is a fear, you are announcing yourself unto the world that is somewhere there is dependent on something or somebody. If you are not dependent, if you are not clinging onto something, what are you afraid of losing? That's something so simple and beautiful, friends. What are you afraid of losing if you are not clinging to something? Even to say, this I thought must go, shut it up. The habitual I talking about it, taking a holy role, that it is no more waiting for a laddu or a chocolate or a man or woman, now it is waiting for its own annihilation. Do not be deceived by your own idealism. Or do not wait to be fed by this type of obsession. So friends, tomorrow, deliberately I am saying tomorrow, it's not that today, at this moment, you are not that. But don't lose yourself throughout the day in so many perceptions, sensations, interactions, involvement, with so many things. Do not lose yourself. In deep sleep, you are helplessly losing touch with your everything. So everybody enjoys deep sleep. If you are losing touch with everything, is helpless in deep sleep you enjoy, the moment sleep comes to an end, your involvement returns with high speed. Every thought, worries, anxieties, insecurities return. People want to continue to sleep, drug addicts, drug themselves, drink to like alcoholism. Some people drunk by alcohol, addicted to drugs. Some are drunk and addicted to words, practices, sensations, thoughts, lifestyles. Do not, please, look at others to condemn them. All that I am discussing, talking with you, shall give you ammunition to question, destroy, demolish every idea. Please, long before you try even to disturb somebody, ask yourself, are you drug dependent, alcohol dependent, thought dependent, music dependent, touch dependent, information dependent, sensation dependent, respect dependent, hatred dependent? What is that something which gives you satisfaction? If there is something or somebody who gives you satisfaction, you shall be dependent on that. A drug dependent or the person dependent. When you see you are the source, ahamasmi sadabhami kadachit nahamapriya. I am there at all times, shining in all times, existing in and through all times, in every perception, every sensation. Can never be away from myself. Depending on yourself, if you can use that word, is independence. No conditions apply. this type of time, this type of space. Morning you get up to go into a meditation space. Where? Into some house, some room, some meditation center, like a swimming trunk, mountain gear, scuba diving gear, we have got meditation gear. Fancy money spent on dress. Mat, yoga mat, meditation mat. Meditation room very expensively done. You are in continuous agitation that the meditation room is not perfect. Other person's meditation room is nice. Other person's meditation practices are wonderful. Please, friends, do not persecute yourself. That is not meditation, that is persecution. How simple it is. Close your eyes, please, if you have opened it. It's not that closing your eyes creates consciousness. It's not that the thoughts take away the consciousness or absence of thought invokes it. No, you see it as it is, in spite of thought. And therefore, every thought is a blessing, every memory is a blessing. There's nothing called a bad memory. It's a memory. Understand, friends, nothing in this universe destroys you. Like the water. Water doesn't drown you. Water doesn't kill you. Your not knowing swimming kills you. Water doesn't drown. Your not knowing swimming drowns you. Food doesn't create disease. Your not knowing how much to eat, what not to eat, that kills you. The food doesn't kill you. Sensations do not make you addicted. Oh, this sound is so beautiful. You don't know how to listen. Touch addiction. This boy, this girl, this man, this thing, this bed. Ishvara. The kings go insane. The face that launched 1,000 ships. Helen of Troy or Cleopatra. You have modern day heroes and heroines. Absolute zeros in their own personal life. Think of it. What is the sound you must listen, touch, taste? To be conscious, to be yourself. Or what is that something which you cannot have? Some people are addicted to indulgence, some are addicted to denial. Each one pulls down the other. In Upanishads, in this wisdom, everything has place. Very beautifully comes in Mandukya Upanishad. Parasparam viruddhyante tairayam na viruddhyate. Relative things mutually fighting, contradicting, dismissing. Ayam, this absolute truth that you are, na viruddhyate. The absolute doesn't have any conflict with any relative dimension. A point is here, another point is there. Space is here, there, everywhere. A sound is here, another sound is there. Silence in every sound. The memory is about a thing, a sound, a touch, a taste, a form, a color, a form, name it. Scriptures or a book, cheap literature. In every memory, consciousness inherent, which is not a memory. So see that, friends, always in meditation. For that, you don't have to move out of your bed. And remember, friends, if you are a lucky man, your body doesn't die involved with an accident. You have to die lying down on the bed. If you have died in your bed every day to be yourself, your death is a marvelous posture. Lie down to fade away to infinity consciousness, always in meditation. Just see that, friends. Listen to it once in a while, for 1 minute, 2 minutes, so that you don't need to listen anymore. You don't want to see my face. Please don't see my face. You don't have to. Don't come around. Don't become book dependent. Just be. Then choose where to be, which role to play, that's yours. A child can be injunction bound. Grow up to be free. And you are already free, always in meditation. Thank you, friends. Thank you.